Hi everyone, welcome to our podcast. For those tuning in for the first time, I'm Shailesh. I have my dear friend Shreyas with me, and we bring this podcast swinging opinions to you. Where, as fans, we discuss the game we love, we talk about our analysis, and just have a conversation and answer questions that all of you may also be thinking. So I hope you enjoy this conversation. Shreyas, what a day. I mean, definitely a great day for cricket. These two teams, whenever they play, something has to happen. Like every day is a blockbuster, every day is a theater, every day is full of drama. 15 wickets fell today. It looked like India had a stronghold on the game, but somehow again we are at a situation where Australia might be favorites going into third day. I don't know. What did you reckon?
But so another day where it swung from one team to the other, and a spectacle for Test cricket. To be honest, we don't watch Test cricket too much. I just love watching this series. These are two highly competitive teams, and we've done really well to stay in the game. You're right. I mean, maybe we've lost a wicket too many at the end of the day. Maybe it would have been better if Pant was still there. But okay, we're still in the game. We're still doing okay, and I believe we still can make a match out of it. So overall, I would say a brilliant day's Test cricket. The wicket may be favoring a bit too much towards the bowler's side, but then still, the way Pant batted, the way Jaiswal played, it was good to watch. It was good to see a clear mindset from the Indian batsman. No more muddled thinking, no more of an approach where you're just playing for survival. Rather, you are trying to face the Aussie bowling head on, which is what you would want, which is what you would expect from Team India at this point of time, which is what we saw as well. So overall, I'm not too fussed about what we did today.
Agreed. I agree. I think if NKR was going back with Jadeja at the end of the day, I think we would have had more hope. Again, there's still two batsmen who can bat properly, so you never know. They might come out tomorrow, play aggressively, or play traditional cricket and can still add 30, 40 runs. And then, you never know if tail wags, we might even get close to 200, 210, and that'll be the great setup for the match. So I hope that happens tomorrow. But let's talk a little bit about India's batting. You mentioned there was no muddle thinking. We were 39 without loss, I think, maybe 38, 39 without loss. So what an awesome start. Four fours in the first over by Jaiswal. I think he set up the game really well. And even KL Rahul was looking really good. From that start, ending the day with 6 wicket loss by just adding another 100 runs, I think India would be disappointed. I think our batsmen would be, even with Pant's brilliance, I think overall Kohli, Gill, others would be very disappointed because we had our noses ahead. It looked like we are going to be slightly ahead in the game, and somehow we couldn't hold on to that. But again, what an inning by Pant. I mean, he was criticized for the shot he played at MCG, and I would still say that wasn't the right shot. But what he did today was spectacular and exactly what he's supposed to do. Would you not agree?
Yeah, again, when we spoke yesterday as well, I don't want to see a restrained Rishabh Pant because there is no point to it. He's getting hit on the body. The wicket is doing too much for him to just stick around and play that waiting game. You want to see a Rishabh Pant who is enterprising, who is entertaining, who is giving it a go. But you don't want to see reckless cricket from Rishabh Pant. Today, apart from that one shot where he did that falling over, there was a deep square leg, there was a deep fine leg. So if he connected that, not the reverse scoop, I'm talking about the one where he falls down. So even if he
Oh,
connected
okay.
that and it went to the boundary, but apart from that, everything that he played was high percentage cricket, right? He stepped out to Boland, he stepped out to Go Webster, he hit Stark out of the ground like he was a regular normal net bowler. So that takes some special skill for a batsman to do, and I'm very happy that he chose those shots. I hope he continues to take those decisions. I hope he continues to balance his game out with the odd inning where he's taking it through, where he's playing it in the tough game of just getting behind the line, and the odd game where the situation commands that you have to score runs. Today, the situation commanded that he had to score runs, and he did it brilliantly well. I just hope that Cummins shot that he played and got out too, it was there to be hit. And it was the right
Yeah.
shot as well. Just slightly unfortunate. Maybe it bounced a little bit more. Maybe the drink break broke his concentration or his flow a little bit as well. But what an innings. Absolutely spectacular to watch. And I believe the Sydney crowd appreciated it as well. India or Australia, everybody was in awe of the innings that Rishabh Pant played. And I hope he continues to play that as well.
Everyone loved it. I think it was great entertainment. I wished he would have batted another 5-6 overs, and then the whole complexion of the game would have dramatically changed. But yeah, here we are. So we have a lead around 140. We have 4 wickets in the kitty. We know Jadeja and Washington can easily get a partnership of 30-40 runs. If one of them can stay with the tail and tail can wag, maybe another 20-30 runs may well come. What do you think would be the target India is looking at? And again, in the context, Bumrah may bowl or may not bowl. I don't know what's going to happen. I hope he comes back and bowls. Hopefully, it was a small niggle and he just went to a scan as a precaution, and it's not a big injury. But what would be the target India would feel comfortable with?
I would say if Bumrah is bowling anything above 180, it's going to be very challenging for Australia because they are trying to win the game. They have to win the game to retain the trophy. If Bumrah is not bowling, that becomes a different case altogether. And then I think India should be looking towards more than 220. Although it's a far way away at the
220,
moment.
80 runs away. I mean, we're talking about
Hmm.
last 4 wickets adding 80 runs, which is a common theme in this series. Last 2 wickets, last 3 wickets have added a lot of runs. You never know, this might be a fitting end to the series like this, where the last 2-3 wickets have made biggest difference with the bat as well as with the ball. Because of course these bowlers have also really had a great series. So you never know, maybe 220 is on the cards. But even with 220, do you think our bowling lineup has enough in it to pick up 10 wickets?
There were some really encouraging signs today after Jasprit Bumrah went off. Throughout this series, wherever there are big moments, India has faltered and has failed to seize the momentum. But today, if you see, there were still 5 wickets remaining when Jasprit Bumrah went off the field, and we did not let our shoulders drop. Australia probably did not bat as well that they should be, but still, I believe what we bowled at them. Nitish Reddy came up trumps with those 2 wickets for Mitchell Starc, and I think Bo Webster also was one of his wickets. So Nitish Reddy, Prasidh Krishna, Siraj, all of them did their part. So that holds us, I believe, in with a chance if we score 220 to 30. 220 to 30 as a target if they are the Aussie batting has to face. They need 2 or 3 good partnerships. If it is 180 with no Jasprit Bumrah, it just needs one big partnership to flatten the Indian attack a little bit as well. It's a
I agree.
key, yeah, it's a key difference between Bumrah being there and not being there. He's done a lot in this series. It's just unfortunate, I would say, that he's falling short at the final hurdle. I just hope he's fit enough to bowl, and we don't need him to bowl 15, 16 overs. We just need him there on the field. That itself will instill fear in the Aussie batting the way he's bowling. So if he's able to bowl maybe a 6, 7 overs across 2 or 3 different spells, that should be enough of an advantage, considering the wicket is still doing a lot and how we've bowled with the rest of the team as well so far.
Yeah, and we can even gauge, maybe he can bowl maybe in the later half of the match. If India still has a chance, and he can probably swing in a few overs after Australia is 5-6 down. So maybe India can be a little more tactical and come up with some kind of a strategy. So very interesting day coming up tomorrow. So Shreyas, you say get close to 200, and even without Bumrah bowling, with the way our bowlers bowl today, we still have an outside chance. Is that what you're okay, perfect. I think maybe 220 would be comfortable for our bowlers, because if Australia does something similar like what Pant did, Sam Constance or maybe Smith, if they kind of go for a quick 30-40, then we might feel that we don't have enough runs to play with. So I'm hoping we get close to 220, and I'm hoping Bumrah bowls. Pretty interesting day coming tomorrow, and we are really hoping this amazing series ends on a great note, and we look forward to India leveling the series 2-2 and retaining Border Gavaskar Trophy. For our viewers, if you like the video, please share it with your friends and subscribe to our channel. With that, we'll again talk to you tomorrow. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.